I'm a senior at Siena Heights University, majoring in professional communication. Today, I want to discuss 4 of my main roles in life as a daughter, sister, friend, and employee, and evaluate my interpersonal communication skills within each role. First, let's look at my role as a daughter. I find it easy to empathize with others, including both of my parents. I also think that I am very skilled when it comes to active listening. I pay attention not only to what my parents say, but how they say it, as well as their body language. And I also find it relatively easy to understand their motivations. I frequently engage in self disclosure with both of my parents. I explain what I feel and why I feel that way, both of which are key aspects of emotional intelligence. Now, I do think that my verbal communication could be better, particularly when it comes to conflict resolution with them. I often stifle my feelings of anger or frustration when they say or do something that hurts my feelings, and I'm working on being more open and taking active steps to resolve conflicts as they arise. In the future, I hope that I am better at conflict resolution with my parents, and I also hope that I am better at verbalizing my thoughts and feelings with both of them. For my next role, I will be looking at my role as a sister. I have 2 siblings, an older sister named Linnea and a younger brother named Eli. Despite the significant age gap between us, there's 12 years between me and my sister, and then 13 between her and my brother. We've been able to maintain a close sibling bond as adults. Again, I think that empathy and active listening are 2 of my strongest communication skills. I find it easier to express my emotions with them than I do most other people. I do think that I am better at talking through conflicts with my brother and my sister than my parents, but I would still like to improve on those skills in general. I also need to work on my written communication, like staying in touch through texting. In the future, I hope that my siblings and I still have a very close bond, and I hope that I am better at conflict resolution and being more effective at communicating and verbalizing my emotions with them. For my third role, I will be evaluating my role as a friend. I have 2 close best friends. Jamilka has been one of my closest friends for nearly 14 years, while Bailey has been a close friend for about 5. I think both of them would agree that my strengths are empathy and active listening and communication. Jamilka specifically would say that I am skilled at intercultural communication. She and I both identify as multicultural and multi-ethnic. For my weaknesses, I think I need to work on my verbal and written communication, as well as my self-disclosure to deepen the emotional connection within my friendships. I struggle with self-isolating whenever I feel stressed, and my friends have mentioned that they don't like how they feel completely cut off from me when I engage in that behavior. They want me to reach out to them so that they can offer emotional support. I do think that I am skilled when it comes to making compromises, but I want to improve on my conflict resolution skills, particularly when it comes to collaborating. In the future, I think that I will still be very close with both Jamilka and Bailey, but I would like to see me being more comfortable with being vulnerable in all of my friendships. Now, for my 4th and final role, let's look at my role as an employee. My previous supervisors have said that I am skilled at empathy, written communication, and being able to remain calm and steady while under pressure. More recently, my current supervisor has appreciated that I am observant when regarding the safety and well-being of others, and has also praised my problem-solving skills. In my previous position, I didn't have to go to higher management for any issues, but now that I work at a different organization, I do need to be more mindful of making my supervisor aware of problems. I also tend to be hyper independent and less apt to use teamwork when it comes to conflict resolution or problem solving. In the future, I would still like to be employed at my current organization, but perhaps in a different position or even department. I hope that my teamwork and conflict resolution skills will have improved significantly. I know that I am highly skilled in empathy, being able to compromise and actively listen when problem solving. All of those skills are necessary for conflict resolution, but I do need to I do need to work on other skills pertaining to conflict resolution, specifically collaboration, emotional regulation, and verbally communicating uncomfortable emotions such as fear or anger. I think that I'm well aware of my weaker qualities and I am actively working on improving them to have more fulfilling relationships now and in the future.